Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Gators will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Let's talk about Alabama. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Alabama quickly back to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. A lot of urgency for this offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. The handoff to Johnson. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a 3rd time.
Runs through the tackle. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Using his feet.
That's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly, and you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They marched 78 yards down the field, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. He's going for it all. And that would be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
You know, as a defensive guy, you use the sideline as your 12th man. You push the receiver out that direction. Look at the wide receiver, still doing a great job of getting small and getting that foot in bounds, making the play and catching the ball.
Picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. That Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
Runs through a tackle. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big limp. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Looking downfield, it's Russell. On target. Turning it on! He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Wants to adjust the pattern. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Alabama with a fresh set of downs to open the period. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Alabama pushing the tempo. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
And that's how you bail your offense out, David. In a goal-to-go situation, you've been going backwards here a little bit, but you've got a quarterback that can take the game over with his legs. Great job scrambling for the touchdown.
I mean, it's uncanny. He's just got a knack, and it's so frustrating to play defenses against guys like this that just, I've got the right defense dialed up. I'm there to make a play for my team, but he's too good, and he makes a guy miss, and he takes it to the end zone. This guy is just an absolute headache.
Will have to use its first timeout of the half. Jones wants to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Clark.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Going the other way, and he's got room. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2012 Irish team led by Manti Te'o would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Jones to throw. Keeps looking downfield. Throws into the middle of the field. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Quick completion on the out. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Beebe. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. High the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Jones wants to throw it. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yaks, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense, because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some 1st downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
Flushed out of the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They want to run this quarterback. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. The offense in hurry-up mode. Trying to get the corner. Fights off a defender. Alabama will get the 1st down. Up-tempo for the offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Haynes. And he's still, oh my goodness, he's still moving. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
Wants to throw. It's Russell. He'll throw it. Touchdown time! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
It's complete to the left. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Coming out with it, it's Beebe. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Going right to work up top. Looking to take a shot. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
To the air on 1st down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Complete to the left. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Slings it downfield. Connection to the right. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Touchdown, Gators! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Well, let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Making side adjustments here. To throw, it's Russell. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Haynes. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback floating away from pressure. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll take another shot here. Touchdown, BAMA! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. He gets into the end zone to convert, and they'll tack on a couple right before the half. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. The offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first
breaks into the open. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that complete.
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Alabama! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
He'll bring it out. It's Beebe. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really...
He lets it fly. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And how about this defense really answering the challenge so far today? This offense, you've seen like last week. I mean, they can throw for touchdowns and big yards and big chunk plays. Defense has answered the call, played the deep ball well, played discipline, making this offense really earn everything they get.
It's caught downfield. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Jones to throw. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
And I think the offense caught the D off guard on that play, throwing it to the fullback. I think this defense was expecting the fullback to kind of ram up in there and try to block somebody, maybe get a fullback dive, but not release out of the backfield like that and catch the ball. This fullback, he's got a lot of tools in his toolbox.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not.
There he goes. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And nowhere to go this time, and he couldn't follow up the big run with another.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was able to get away from one tackler, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, the offense is coming off the field. They didn't have enough yards to get that first down anyway, but by putting it on the ground, they killed any shot of maintaining this drive, and now their defense has to take over in a sudden change situation.
He lets one fly deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. After that huge play, right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Jones wants to throw it. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Gators.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
And he makes the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. Direct snap. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They go to the ground. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Alabama pushing the tempo. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Lets it fly. It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the more with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Yeah, salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Beebe. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Jackson. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion in the shortest.
And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He makes the catch. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Jones to throw. He unleashes a long one. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Gators have their offense in high gear. Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next week. And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the tight end. Got his man to the left. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Jones wants to throw it. He's got him in the flat. Can't get him to the ground. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. He's going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Here comes the heat. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on fourth down.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
Dances away to buy time. Rolling right and going deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Might be changing the route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. To the air on first down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And it's caught inside the 15. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day.